saying wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And no one can run the football like Lamar Jackson from the quarterback position. The most dynamic guy with the ball in his hands since probably Michael Vick. Got more accurate throwing the football each and every year at Louisville. But how about this one? A first-round pick in 2017, the number 32 pick in the first round. The last guy to do that at Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater, the same exact pick when he came out.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
The tackle.
Got to check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 23 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. 23 yards the pickup there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. Touchdown, Cowboys! Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Joe Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at
the best defensive linemen. They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Joe Mixon on the carry.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Play action. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Stafford. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Stafford. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now they run with Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Oh, going deep here for Taylor. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Stafford's pass.
Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yes. Sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he knocks it through. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And he'll find Akins there, complete.
Jackson.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and they can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Joe Mixon.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Joe Mixon on the carry. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going up top for Taylor. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
Gain of 7. Brings up
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Drake. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
Holding, receiving team. What's the deal, y'all?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Automatic 1st down.
On the run, it's Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
16-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Mixon, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He's taken down at the...
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the Panther 1st down.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of
a good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
For 29, Darius.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun, Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Escaping, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
The Panther first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll run here with Mixon. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Is good.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on first down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Play action. It's Jackson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
Jackson's pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
A yard. Brings up second and
unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
After the penalty, it's Nixon. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Offense.
We can't have that.
So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Desmond King.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start the drive with Drake.
Kenyon Drake.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
On the handoff. Devin White on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter.
And 9 at the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Joe Mixon.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Desmond King making the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Throwing is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Taken down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Stafford's pass.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. Well, also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Drake will start the drive on the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Kenyon Drake, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now left side on the swing pass. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
That's good.
It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on first down, Drake again. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A second-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jackson's pass, incomplete, out of the end zone. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
22-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
Number 28.
Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
At the 23-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Joe Mixon on the carry.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Mixon, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The handoff to Joe Mixon. Sam Hubbard on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Stafford's pass.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is my FEMA Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson going up top. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 49 yards.
and 10.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
The 11-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Tackle made at the
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Right back to Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
But it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 10. A minute 53 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anthony Harris. On 4th down, that turned out. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together.